morning, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living San Jose's meditation, 20 minutes. I'm going to start by chiming the bowl, and today I want to just share a quote by Stanley Kunitz, which is one of my favorites. Just breathe this in. The universe is a continuous web. Touch it at any point, and the whole web quivers. Peace to you in 20 minutes of silence. very breath is the divine, and knowing that communion with the divine is but one inhale and exhale away. Blessings and love. Our service starts at 10:30.
Already a good day. Good morning. Good morning. Before we begin our service, let's light a candle for peace. With the lighting of this candle, we bring into this room the peace that is the foundation of a deeper truth running through everything, even when the world outside feels uncertain. Let us take this moment of silence together to honor our feelings and open our hearts to move this peace within and shine its light out in the world. And with that, let the music begin.
Good morning, San Jose. You all vocalized? You're all warmed up to sing? Okay, let's give this shit. Oh. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. Come on, choir. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. I am. Oh, I am. That I am. The ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. I am. Oh, I am. That I am. Oh, I am. That I the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. Come on, y'all. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the love that we seek. We are the seeds we are sowing. We are the harvest we reap. We are the harvest. We are the harvest we reap. One more time. We are the harvest we reap.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, San Jose. My name is Marcia Bencala, and I am a practitioner here. I'm also on the ministerial team, and my pronouns are she and her. So today is a National Observance Day. It's Observing Freedom Day. On this day in 1865, President Abraham Lincoln signed the 13th Amendment abolishing slavery. And we honor this month for also today is the first day of Black History Month. Therefore, in the spirit of freedom, oneness, unity, and courage, I welcome you to our Sunday celebration. And so before we begin, can you make sure your mobile phones are silenced, please? And as we open our service, we gratefully acknowledge that we pray, learn, serve, and grow on the traditional lands of the Tamian Nation. We are grateful for the opportunity here as a faith community to be on these lands, and we offer our respect to their ancestors and elders and to all Bay Area Indigenous peoples of the past and present. And now I'd like to invite our practitioner of the day forward, Julia Smith, who will share our call to service.
Good morning. I'm going to ring the bell, the bowl 3 times, and allow the vibrations of the bowl to anchor you deeper and open you, your heart, your mind wider. There is but one life, and that life is Spirit, God, the thing itself, the I am. And I know it as the creator of all that is in potential, each and every person, place, thing. It is created everything of its own unity. The 300 billion suns in our galaxy and beyond, to the smallest atom in a molecule, God is and moves through all of this. And I know that as it's moving through me, it's moving through each and every person here, of its love, of its wisdom, its peace, created in joy and infinite wisdom. And I know that this time we spend together is blessed, that each person is able to open and allow new ideas, new deepenings, new joy, new friendship to rise up. And that between the music, the message, the camaraderie, that a bright day is happening today and going forward. And so it is with a grateful heart for this way of prayer, for this day, that I release this prayer into the law. I let God be God, and I anchor it now with, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Julia. The spiritual truth is that we all belong to each other. This calls for us to be inclusive as we celebrate and embrace our unique identities, whether that be abilities, age, ethnicity, gender identity, national origin, race, religion, sexual orientation. And as we celebrate, we also affirm and remember that our human magnificence is so much more than the labels we give to ourselves and each other. So who are we? Our community is a place of belonging and calling all of us to our spiritual magnificence. We are companions together on this journey, expanding love's expression as we learn to become the presence of peace. We are beacons of light, living the principles we teach as we meet each other where they are. And I'm going to add, as we meet ourselves right where we are. We are a safe space where hope and courage are explored, and new beginnings are happening through radical acceptance of who and whose we are. Welcome home. And I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to all of those here and around that are in service today, bringing us our Sunday celebration. We are very grateful. And today we realize that you have a plethora of ways of reaching out to get your spiritual food. And we are grateful that you are here with us today. We welcome you, and if you are here with us for the first time, please consider filling out a connection card that is under the seat in front of you, and simply drop it in our offertory basket when it comes around, or take it to the concierge desk after service over in Fellowship Hall in exchange for a welcome packet that we have for you. And now, if you're able, would you please stand, and we'll read together our statement of being. We believe that life is good, that God is all there is, and that love is the only power. We are a welcoming and inclusive community of inspired individuals caring for and about each other and the entire planetary family, bringing the gifts of active compassion and kindness to the world. Our purpose is to transform lives, build dreams, and reveal God through education, music, prayer, service, generosity, and play. And now, while you're standing, take a moment and greet somebody near you.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta go get my phone. I'll get it.
All right. I'm going to encourage everybody to go gently back to your seat. So we have an extra special featured artist today, Jami Lula. So many of us know Jami's music, and if you haven't heard it, you're going to be so glad you're here with us today. Jami Lula was born and raised in Detroit's art and musical hotbed, eventually making his way to Southern California, where he landed at LA Musicians Institute and spent many years as a dynamic and influential vocal professor. I could have used that. And creative leader. As a songwriter and touring artist, Jami's repertoire has influenced and is influenced by his relationships with global New Thought leaders. Jami's talent has received multiple honors, including the LA Music Awards Best Male Vocalist. Yes. The Centers for Spiritual Living Youth Champion Award, and in 2022, a doctorate from the Centers for Spiritual Living as a conscious artist and singer-songwriter.
Yes. Awesome. Yes, it is.
And I'll just finalize this by saying it's a rare artist that is larger than the canvas that they occupy. Their mission is bigger than the stage they stand on. Their commitment and contribution extend beyond themselves to encompass all who come into contact with them. And Jami is such an artist. So, welcome.
Thank you. I didn't even know that about myself. So I met a woman in a 12-step meeting one day, and she was from Britain. She said, you know, in all the years of catechism and religion, I've never experienced God before. And I just thought about that, and it's like when I grew up Catholic and God was out there, because I consider myself a recovering Catholic. When God was out there, I had a similar kind of feeling until I got to these communities, to Agape, which is my home community, and found out that that infinite presence of God is within me and all of us. And then I began looking around. It's not just in all of us, it's in everything. So I wrote this song in honor of her called In the Smallest Ways. From a red bud on my favorite rose bush to the smile on a grandmother's face, to the dew on a single blade of grass, I keep seeing in the smallest ways. From the hoot of an old horned owl to the laughter of children at play, to the first whistle passing my son's lips, I keep hearing in the smallest ways. When I pay such close attention, there's no judgment in my life. There's only love in the smallest ways. In the smallest ways. From the birth of my only baby to the song that I sung full of grace, to the loss of a mentor not meant to be mine, I keep feeling in the smallest ways. From a scent of night blooming jasmine and your scent permeating my day, I can't call to mind what I can't find. I keep breathing in the smallest ways. When I pay such close attention, there's no judgment in my life. There's only love in the smallest ways. In the smallest ways. In the smallest ways. Ooh-hoo. From the light of your sweetest kisses to the tear that I stole from your face, and gelato we shared on the boulevard, I keep falling in the smallest ways. When I give into sweet surrender, and I know that God is in this place, there's only love in the smallest ways. In the smallest ways. In the smallest ways. I keep seeing in the smallest ways. I keep hearing in the smallest ways. I keep feeling in the smallest ways. I keep breathing like in the smallest ways. I keep falling. Here we go. In the smallest ways.
So true. There is love in the smallest ways. Thank you, Jami. And now continuing our January through March theme, Recognize and Return to the One, is Reverend Dr. Nadene Rogers with her message, We Are the Alchemists.
Nope. Slight moment of confusion. Good morning, CSL San Jose. How are you today? Good. Have you ever had one of those days where everything that you hear or see makes you cry? Today. I mean, Jami, that lyric from the tear that I stole from your face, I mean, wow. Thank you. Thank you for being here. On this day, when we are here together to remember, as Reverend Marcia said, who and whose we are. As we hold a common vision for a world in which each person lives in alignment with his or her highest spiritual value, revealing their innate wholeness, their spiritual wholeness, and emphasizing a sacred unity with each other in a way which individually and collectively supports our calling to a higher state of consciousness and action. So yes, we continue the quarter theme, which is Recognize and Return to the One. This month with creating a season for peace. It actually is the beginning of the annual noted season for nonviolence, which begins January 30th and runs to April 4th, which signifies and honors the deaths of two grand masters, Martin Luther King and Gandhi, and everyone in between, and everyone that continue to carry that message forward, which includes us. So today I want to begin with the idea that each of us are already innately alchemists, and that we instinctively have within us the desire and ability to transform ourselves in the way we walk in the world towards this very same vision of a just and peaceful world. Okay, alchemist might be a big word, so of course I wanted to check with Webster's, and they said it defines a person who creates and transforms something through a seemingly magical process for greater good. It goes on to say that spiritual alchemy, which we're going to talk about today, is a practice that utilizes the ancient occult practice of alchemy as a metaphor to facilitate inner transformation and spiritual awakening. So I wanted to break this down, spiritual alchemy, so it makes it more relevant for us. There's 4 key stages. The first is called blackening. No surprise there. Confronting the shadow, confusion, and inner chaos. The second stage is whitening, and it's purification. It's the releasing of old identities. The third stage is yellowing, which is awakening insight and illumination. And the fourth is reddening, which is integration, embodiment, and wholeness. And what I found interesting about this is that these are also the colors of the 4 original peoples who walked the earth. They're also the colors that are associated with the 4 directions. Okay. So, confronting the shadow, our confusion, purification, releasing our old identities, awakening our insight and becoming more illumined, and then integrating that insight, embodying it, and walking and being that way as we walk the world. So essentially, it is purging, but not in a violent sense, but in the sense of clearing out what no longer serves. And yes, it is very messy. It is extremely humbling and transformative. Now, many of the great texts will share with you the words, as above, so below, as within, so without, right? Your inner transformation is mirrored out into world transformation and humanity consciousness, the collective consciousness. This is true. But when we look outside and our senses are scrambled through fear and grief and pain, and they're tossed about like being in the wind, and we feel we have no grounding or control, we must remember that we are the alchemists, and the only way through is the way of the heart, which leads us to this place of our inner being and the potential that lives within us to transform our own lives first, from which all things shall flow. Seek first the kingdom within, and all will be given. So I thought, okay, that's fine. I can get that intellectually. But how do we really understand this? How can we make this a little more relative? So let's look at the shift individually. Let's look at the shadow work we do, looking at that blackening stage, right? When we do our shadow work and we look underneath and we hire a rotor-rooter, because often we have to do that, outside what is happening is each of us individual does this, is there is a social upheaval. We see it. We see the hidden issues that are coming to bear. They're starting to surface. And then as our ego starts to dissolve and not have, in other words, not have power over us, I'm not personally one that thinks we need to get rid of or deny the ego. It's very important. It brings balance to us. But I do believe we give it a little too much control, right? Yes, thank you, Jim. When we dissolve our ego, it's shown outside by the collapse of outdated systems. And then as we start to purify ourselves, to understand what our motives are behind our decisions and our actions, and get clear on our intentions, we see it outside by the cultural reevaluation of values in the social system. And then we start becoming illumined. We start to get the breaking of light through the cracks and the crevices, of the letting go process. And outside in the collective humanity or on the global front, it looks like a collective awakening or awareness is rising as well. And the last stage, which is the integration into the body, what we start seeing are new social structures and norms being created. As within, so without. So to summarize, spiritual alchemy isn't about turning lead into gold as much in a physical sense. It's about transforming the lead of unconscious patterns, fear, ego, and fragmentation into gold, which is clarity, compassion, and unity. So in sharing these 4 stages of the process of spiritual alchemy, I think it bears repeating that we are addressing a powerful metaphor, whereas we are linking the inner transformation of a personal nature to the collective transformation of humanity, which is a psychological and cultural detox. The same process individuals go through, but scaled up. The microcosm imprinting the macrocosm, just as the macrocosm is right now imprinting the microcosm, right? Humanity, like an individual, must face its own shadow before it can evolve. And I know this sounds like hard work, and no word of a lie. It is. It is. Because it is deep work, and we never know what will arise on that journey down under and appear as a result. We never know. But there is a companion balm or salve along the way, And to illustrate this, and just to give us a break from the depth of this contemplation that I've put forward to you, let's take a fellow, we'll call him Gary. Now, you might find yourself in Gary, I hope you do. You know, Gary wanted a spiritual transformation, but, you know, he mostly owned discounted crystals and good intentions. He went to a retreat expecting enlightenment. This is it. You know, it wasn't easy for him to go. He was resisting, but he went. He signed up, he paid his money, he went, and darn it, he was going to get enlightened. Instead, he dropped his car keys in the fountain during a ritual. Now, as he knelt there, soaked, his frustration turned into laughter, and he was eventually laughing at himself. And he realized that was the transformation. Letting go of perfection and embracing the comedy of being human, even while continuing to remain slightly dampish. Over and over again, I hear, and I used to do it myself, this is how I know, oh, I'm just human. Somehow our humanity keeps getting a bad rap, and that is just not okay. You know, we have a monthly program here called Rising in Consciousness. We did it this past Wednesday. These are moments of deep reflection, contemplation, honesty, and vulnerability. And it often results in a rather intense release. It is a time of purging. And during this time, and I wanted to bring this to you because it was very powerful this week for the people that were here. You can come in person or you can come online. We always ask these three same simple questions. How do you feel about a present unsettling situation in your world? And based upon how you feel, what would you like to feel or see in your world? So this is how you feel. How would you like to feel? Therefore, what would you like to see in the world? The second question is, then what is yours to be in order to bring that forward? And the third question is, and what is yours to do? In other words, if I want justice and peace in the world and I feel angry or lost or hopeless or terrified, then how must I think and speak and act and move in this world? As within, so without. And at the risk of being repetitive, I offer up again these four simple words, which we have heard 1,000 times. But now it is time to put the principle behind them. As within, so without. There is only one life, and that life is whole and complete in and of itself. And as it is, I am. And so I put the I am into practice. I mean, really, there's nothing more we have control over, save our own mind, our own words, and our own actions. And this is the place transformation begins, where light is revealed in the darkness, in the evolutionary process, and gold is made. Now, there's a cost. There's a cost to being self-aware that no one really talks about very much. You know, we've been taught that self-actualization or enlightenment is the goal, and that everything in life will become finally so much clearer and lighter and easier. But in a lot of ways, it's heavier, isn't it? Because once one becomes self-aware, you don't get the comfort of ignorance anymore. There's no cop-out. You know, we see patterns that used to live inside us, and we notice when we're catching ourselves mid-action, when we're trying to give an excuse or we're trying to avoid something. And you can't blame anything outside you for any circumstance. And you don't just get to say, well, this is just how I feel, and it's okay, and you feel clean and peaceful about it later, right? You get to see where you contribute and where you pull away and where you stay silent and where you choose comfort over honesty. And sometimes that awareness doesn't lead to immediate change. It just sits there, watching you. And you start noticing how you often bite your tongue, or how often you could speak up about peace instead, or how you often understand someone's behavior even when it hurts you. And in that, understanding that that's where it gets lonely. Because when you're self-aware, you don't get the same satisfaction from exploding. You don't get to be the victim without feeling it in your chest afterwards. When we become self-aware, we see too much sometimes. We feel too much sometimes. We see where the pain comes from. We see the fear underneath the behavior, and that makes it harder, actually, to walk away. We don't get to do, or I should say, undo self-awareness. Life never tarries backwards. But we are forced to slow down, to pause, to choose our words carefully. And sometimes, that restraint feels exhausting. Because reacting would be easier, blaming would be lighter, and not knowing would be so much more comfortable. But you know, knowing changes the rules. And you get to see your patterns, your triggers, and you don't get to pretend your thoughts, words, and actions don't have weight. Yes, the process of spiritual alchemy asks for surrender. I believe we have the courage to resist at the entry of our mind any false idea or concept that does not feel true to our soul. And we have the courage to shoulder judgment from the collective who choose to let fear, not faith, guide them. The courage and faith we seek in order to live this way in our spiritual authority, which each one of you here are already doing, or you wouldn't be sitting here. So take that in. I know that every time I feel extra sensitive or vulnerable, which I did today, I know I'm more present. And that's what we need to bring this world, our presence. But first, we have to be present with ourselves. We cannot skip, pass go, collect $200, and buy boardwalk, and feel good about ourselves in the world, right? Remember that one lit soul, which is yours, and I'm talking about your soul, which is already lit, casts a wide illumined net out into the world, as within, so without. And I know that the greatest challenge to finding peace in the midst of conflict is the demand to look beyond the immediate situation. When hatred, rejection, or opposition are high, the credibility of peace seems to be at its lowest. But turning within to spiritual truth as our guide increases our ability to see what is not readily there, the action and the potential of the universe, of God, of love. So I'm going to ask you just for a moment to close your eyes and think of a challenging situation in your own life, one that you have reviewed endlessly, to rise above, to find a solution to let go of once and for all. And in this moment, I want you to ask yourself this question. If I was exceedingly generous, how would I behave in this situation right now? Am I able to look beyond the situation to find another way to see it and perhaps even find an opportunity to help and care for another? Am I able to lift myself out of despair to afford the gift that is being given to me, that I am the light, that it is mine to do, to shine it out into the world? Take a breath. Clearly, we are up to breaking new ground in our lives and calling ourselves out of our sleep state or our sleepless state by getting clear on what we stand for within our own heart, and then become the bridge builders into a new world and a new earth. I mean, look at Tarzan. Look at Tarzan. Okay, you know the picture. It's burned in your memory. Yelling, screaming, moving through the forest, swinging on a vine, starts to reach for the new vine. Let's go, this vine hasn't quite reached far enough to grab the new vine. And there's a moment. I kind of feel like that's where we are. We're in the void, the mystery, and it's a very long way down, but it's an equally long way up. And both have to happen. The dissolution of the ego and the rise of the spirit. My question to you is, when you're in that precarious void, what makes you reach beyond your normal reach to grab on to the next vine? Is it fear or is it faith? Now, you might be sitting here and going, you know what, I don't care, I just need to get to the vine. I'll think about that later. But we're being asked to think about that now. Because, as Michael Beckwith has always taught us, we must be an individual, a mind, a society, a humanity that is not pushed by pain, but pulled by vision. And this is the moment. Don't wait for your neighbor to do it. Do it now. Start it now, because you are the alchemist. And I'm going to close with this story. It's a wonderful story I found through chat. GP. I said, I'm not using that. That's not real. I said, I want to come from my heart. And everyone was going, Nadene, just have a chill pill. Go on. Reverend Marcia goes, I'm checking it out. I went, oh, if you're checking it out, see, I just outed you. I found this great story. It's called The Story of the Stone in the River. There was once a young woman named Leora who lived at the edge of a vast desert in the void. Every day she walked past a single enormous stone that sat in the sand, so large that no one in the village remembered a time when it wasn't there. History repeats itself. Travelers used it as a landmark. Children climbed it. Elders leaned against it for shade, but to Leora, the stone was something else entirely. It was a reminder of everything she believed she could not change. Leora dreamed of crossing the desert to reach the mountains, our vision. She could see shimmering in the distance. She felt drawn to them in a way she couldn't explain, like a memory she hadn't lived yet. But the desert was harsh, and the villagers told her the journey was impossible. The world is what it is, they said. Some things cannot be moved. Well, one morning, after a night of restless dreams, Leora walked to the stone and placed her hands against its warm surface, and she whispered, "If I can move you even a little, then I can cross the desert." She pushed, nothing happened. She pushed again the next day and the next. People laughed. Some people pitied her. Some warned her that she was wasting her life. But Leora, she kept returning, pressing her palms against the stone, breathing deeply, grounding herself in her effort. Weeks passed. The stone did not move. One evening, exhausted and very dusty, she sat beside it and began to cry, not out of frustration, but out of a very strange clarity. She realized that she had been trying to move the stone with her strength alone, but something inside her had been shifting all along. And so she stood, placed her hands on the stone once more, and whispered, "I am not here to move you. I am here to move me." And as she traveled, she discovered something remarkable. The desert was not empty. It was alive with hidden springs, unexpected shade, and travelers who shared food and stories. And she learned to read the wind, to follow the stars, to trust her instincts. She grew stronger, wiser, and more attuned to herself. Weeks later, she reached the mountain, not because the world had changed, but because she had. Years passed before she returned to her village. And when she did, she found the stone exactly where it had always been. But when she placed her hand on it, she felt no heaviness, no resistance, no impossibility. The stone represents the fixed things in life, circumstances, history, patterns, limitations, even expectations. The desert is that unknown, the path we fear because we cannot see the end, and the mountains. The mountains symbolize the deeper calling of the human spirit, your spirit, the place where we grow into where we're meant to be. So Laura's journey is your journey. It's the shift from external power to internal empowerment. There's a quiet truth here that the human spirit rises not when the world changes for us, but when we change in response to the world. And we, the alchemists, we possess all we need to create this new reality that we envision, one that is just and peaceful, because as within, so without. And so that is. So please join me in consciousness. The consciousness, the conscious love of Creator moves within the impersonal nature of a law, the law of its own being, demonstrating this nature as orderly and harmonious and loving and peaceful and abundant at all times equally. And I know this to be true of the One, the Life, God, infinite mind. And as I know this is the nature of the all, it is also my true nature, and it is operating as above in the infinite field of potential. And I know that I am, and so below, demonstrating it through my operating belief system. It is revealed to me personally in my own reality. This creative intelligence and creative process is ongoing and changeless. And I can trust it and have faith in it. And knowing this today, I see the looming stone in the desert of my own mind, and I surrender its existence into powerlessness. I claim that there is no obstacle on my path in my mind of knowing and not knowing. And in this, I use and experience the direct power of the presence that lives within me for good and greater good, to transform my life and humanity's consciousness in the doing of that. I'm just so in awe and so grateful for the freedom that I have been given to express how I feel and choose how to be and choose how to act and walk in this world to contribute to a new world and a new earth. And so I release the absolute truth of these words spoken, knowing that this universal law of mind in action is doing its right work and has already made it so. And with great love, I say, and please join me, and so it is. Amen.
Imagine we're in heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say that I am a dreamer, but I know I'm not the only one, 'cause I know this day they'll all join us, and the world is one. Oh, one world, one love. Oh, imagine no possessions. I don't know if I can. No need for greed or hunger. We are a brotherhood and sisterhood of man. But I know I'm not the only one, 'cause I know this day they all join us, and the world will live as one. Come on and sing it with me. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I know someday they'll join us, and the world will live as one. Hold on, I want to sing it with them one more time. You may say I'm a dreamer. Come on now. But I'm not the only one. I know someday they'll join us, and the world is one. Oh, the world is one. We know it, we know it, we know it. We live it, we live it, we love it, we love it. Oh, imagine. Oh, imagine. Oh, imagine.
Thank you, Jami. I just need to take a moment. Thank you so much. And thank you, Reverend Nadene, for reminding me that I am not here to move you or them. I am here to move myself. Thank you. So please join us next week when Jennifer Bick will be our speaker, and she's going to explore creating a season of peace with her message, Peace in the In-Between. She'll be accompanied by Reese Whitaker, along with our praise team and our marvelous house band. And now it's time for our conscious giving and an opportunity to participate in the law of circulation. We know that even though we have been taught it is better to give than to receive, the most important idea is often missed. We know that we must be able to receive first in order to give from a feeling of abundance. And so we invite you to receive a joy of blessing from your higher self. It will be in the small basket, in the larger basket. Take one and keep it with you all week, and remember how much you are loved. Once you've drawn your joy blessing out of the small basket, you will be able to place your offering in the second basket underneath to complete the law of circulation through giving back. Ushers, will you circulate the baskets, please? I invite you to invoke the feeling of gratitude with thoughts of life's abundance right here where you are, allowing that to fill you and the space around you.
Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. living in your love. Knowing it's my love. Love of a mother, father, sister, brother, family of choice. A love like no one. Come on, y'all. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. What is mine to do? What's the best that I can be? Oh, when the mother of a father that I'm growing to man, I know you'll love me, see. Oh, make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Oh, make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Take it to the bridge. Then the faith of 10,000 flames. I'll make a way, Lord. A glow in God's good grace. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Break it down a cappella. Sing it with us. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord. Make a way, make a way, make a way, Lord.
Because your word has power, please join in blessing the offertory by saying together our prosperity affirmation. The words are on the screen. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief, and it does great work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And now, as we start to end our service, we have many ways in which you can join our community, besides coming on Sundays. And our first announcement, I'd like to invite Janet Cervantes, practitioner, up.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm happy to announce that next Sunday after service, Reverend Maureen and myself will be giving a workshop on this wonderful book, Ordinary Goodness, written by Edward B. Yoon. And we will talk about practice and perhaps write a manifesto on how we can use ordinary goodness, ordinary kindness, ordinary compassion, ordinary peace and faith in our lives for the good of ourselves and for the good of everyone around. I hope you will join us. It's after service.
Thank you. So that's next Sunday, February 8th at 12:30. I don't know if you all heard that or you heard that online. There was a comment that it's before the Super Bowl. So then on Thursday, February 12th, from 6 to 9 p.m., is a co-creation community workshop. So many of you know that we have kicked off the process of looking for our new minister. Reverend Nadene is our interim minister. So that Thursday evening, the 12th, initiates the process of establishing our consciousness and our intentions for this new minister. All members and everyone else, all friends of the center, are invited. This is an in-person only event, and as a community, it will be conducted by Dr. Kathy Hearn, and she will introduce us to the basic principles and practices of co-creation, the power of group agreement, and the realization and welcoming of newness. So again, important gathering, Thursday the 12th, 6 to 9 p.m. Then there is this thing called Lighten Up, and offered by Reverend Dr. Nadene. It's all about the art of clowning. For those of you that aren't aware, our Reverend Nadene is actually also known as Louie the Clown. Someday you might meet her. This is an in-person event covering 4 Saturdays, the last Saturdays of the months of February, March, April, and May from 9 to 1. So this is the art of clowning, and it parallels our spiritual principles in so many ways and opens a portal through childlike wonder to the mystic that lives within us all. I will tell you, I signed up for this class. I'm a little scared about it. It's not me necessarily, but let's face this, we could all use an infusion of joy and laughter right now as we tap into the field of our infinite potential. Oh, I'm getting a special message. Breaking news, breaking news. We have a new minister among us. Would Reverend Jennifer Bick? Oh, there she is. Come up. Reverend Dr. Nadene. Would Reverend Maureen please come up?
See what I mean? Oh my gosh, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, you get to do this. And I'm sorry, we tried, but we didn't quite have enough time or planning to get you the brand new badge. But does anyone have a magic marker? Does anyone have a Oh, of course, you. Why not? Of course, yeah, perfect. I'm just going to cross out intern on the badge. Yeah. You're no longer an intern. You get to rock and roll, girl. Thank you. But what I do have for you is your very own business cards. So now you get to work, okay? And this is from all of us, and it's only the beginning. And we're going to do an official installation ceremony and celebration on Sunday, February 22nd. So you got to come to that. And I know that Julie, our board president, has a few words to share with you.
For those who don't know me, my name is Julie Moss, and I've been here for 22 years, and I'm the current Board of Trustees president. And on behalf of the board, I want to just formally announce that, yes, we have approved a letter of call being issued to Reverend Jennifer Bick.
So I just want to say a few words too. So Ernest Holmes, who founded our teaching, said that a minister is really a practitioner leader, and that he'd rather see somebody who lived our principles than spoke religious dogma. Well, you have been that for many, many years in the roles that you've held here at the center. and your love and your focus for applying those principles and teaching others those principles is just a blessing to our community, and I look forward to working with you in this capacity.
Jennifer, I so appreciate the beauty that you bring into our community and into this place. Room by room, you have put your fingerprints in it with color. And my heart is open for both the children that you have guided, and you and I can have a moment here. I see Donna sitting up there, your mom, and she's saying, look at my girl today.
Where's Donna?
Her spirit.
Oh,
Yes, yes, spirit of mom. Welcome home.
Congratulations.
present, take a bow.
Thank you. I don't really have words about this, other than
February 22nd.
I came here in 2005. My mother was already a very active member here, and I brought my little babies, and they grew up here, and I grew up here. And I became a practitioner in 2011, and in that practitioner studies process, I said, I'm not becoming a minister, I'm not becoming a minister. And I spent a lot of years saying my life has too much going on for other people to do that work. And all the excuses over time just kept falling away. And it was, I didn't have any more excuses. And it was an undeniable process that I spent a lot of time in resistance to, and I'm so grateful I gave up that fight. Thank you.
Okay. Starting your role.
So in March, I am offering a book study. It's 4 Wednesday evenings in March. You can do 1, 2, 3, or 4 of them. It's a suggested love offering, and it's on the 4 agreements. And this book transformed the way I move through the world, and so I hold it near and dear. And if you are interested in transforming your experience of the world, whether you know this book or not, I invite you to join us in the book study and dip your toe into the conversations that can lead to amazing personal transformation. Thanks.
Thank you, Jen. And just a reminder, the outreach team is meeting today in the Emma Curtis Hopkins room, and a note that our prayer shawl group is on pause at the moment. So there are links to register to the events that I just talked about on our website, cslsj.org. Remember, you can also rewatch the video of today's message or past messages on YouTube, on our website, on Facebook. And please click and share and invite others as well. All right, it's the first Sunday of the month of February, and that means it's birthdays. So all those that have a birthday in February, would you mind standing, and we'll sing happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
All right, the youth and teens are coming in, and would the practitioners of the day come forward, and would all practitioners stand? So look for the practitioners that have a stole on if there's something heavy on your heart, or if you just want to express gratitude for something. They will meet you in what we call the chapel at the back of the sanctuary here after service. We also have a community prayer box. If you would rather write your prayer request, you can do that on the table in the back, put it in the box, and our ministry team will take prayer throughout the week. All right, now I'm looking for David. Can you give us our closing affirmations?
I can. Thank you for coming today. We close with 3 affirmations. Please repeat after me. I reach for the next vine by faith.
I reach for the next vine by faith.
I am an alchemist.
I am an alchemist.
My transformation transforms the world.
My transformation transforms the world.
And so it is.
So it is.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. In the name of love, with a heart of grace, overflow in us, decorate this place. As it is below, so it is above. May we always stand in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one, in the name of love. In the name of love, may we always be seeking out the best till we all are free, living in a world we've been dreaming of, where we stand as one in the name of love. Come on, y'all. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one, in the name of love.
On behalf of our spiritual community, we are so glad. Thank you for being here today, and we hope to see you next Sunday. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love, in the name of love. Here we go.